I want you to love your computer. Look at what we've got for you tonight at a feature price. In fact, this is a retail value with everything we're throwing in of $723 if you were to put this together all by yourself. Not tonight. We've got a couple of number ones here today. Not only is it HP, that #1 computer manufacturer in the country, we've got that #1 most requested size on this beautiful laptop, your 15-inch. You've got that #1 processor in the world, that's Intel, okay, this is their Celeron. You've got 4 gigabytes of RAM for easy multitasking, 256 gigs of solid state drive, so we know it's quiet, it runs cooler, it's got a better battery life. It's less than 4 pounds. It's got things and features you will absolutely love. It's got Windows operating system, so we keep seeing the #1s in there. You've got Cortana, you can talk to this darn thing. Backlit keyboard, which a lot of times when you see markdowns like this, you just don't get in that. And we did something really special here at HSN because we threw in a couple of goodies that you yourself, you the customer, have said, it's very important to me. So we threw in a year of HP SmartFriend, which is a really big deal because if you're like me, you always got questions with your computer. How do I do this? How do I wirelessly print? What do I do? You're never gonna have to worry about that again. HP SmartFriend for a year, that is extra, and that is basically anytime access to a tech guru, an HP expert. So 24/7, they help you with any virus removal, any Wi-Fi connections, any tips and tricks, any questions you may have, they're there. And then my favorite, I got 3 little ones at home. I'm really loving the accidental damage protection. HSN threw a year in of that, and that is damage protection. So whether you drop it, whether you crack a screen, whether you spill your morning coffee on it, you are covered for an entire year. We brought it to a feature price instead of paying the HSN price of $589 and change. We've got it at a feature price, which is temporary, by the way. That will go up again, of $449.99. And if you want to break it down into monthly payments, you can certainly do that. We're going to make it easy for you to get it home, but pay at your own leisure and budget, okay? So that's $90 a month for the next 5 months to get it home. Free shipping and handling. 3 colors available for you tonight on this beauty. We've got it available for you in that gold, and it is like a soft satin finish gold, so not loud. We also have it available for you in the silver. Final 200 left in the silver, and then we also have it in that rose gold. $140 savings tonight, you guys, and all the bells and whistles and the brands that you really love, that you're comfortable with. 747-767 is your item number, and of course our HP expert and all-around genius is Aaron Berger. He's here to tell us all about it. And Aaron, I love this one. There's something really easy about it. It's all the #1s and the things that make our customers feel good. And for me, because I'm a little klutzy, I love the accidental damage thrown in and included. Very important.
It's been our #1 selling computer of the new year. This is the computer that so many people have been going for. It's a workhorse computer, sort of across the spectrum. If you're buying this for a young student, you know, a grade school student who maybe got through last year sharing a computer or got through last semester using a tablet or something that was slow and was frustrating, great for a student. Great certainly for a college student as well, maybe someone who is in class, who's back and forth a little bit, at least from home and from school, because it's so lightweight. Only weighs 3.75 pounds, has an 11-hour and 45-minute battery life, so super portable, super, as you can see here, super slim. It's what we call a slim and light computer in its weight and in its design. Or if you're a professional, if you're working from home and things are just taking too long, you know, when you think about it, we spend more time on our computers probably than we do on any other thing that we buy in our whole house. More time than we spend at our stove, more time than we spend in our refrigerator, probably more time than we spend in our car. A lot of us spend 8 hours a day on our computers, and then we spend another couple hours socially or watching Netflix or, you know, keeping up with the kids or keeping up with loved ones who don't live near us or going to the doctor, ordering our groceries. More than any time in our history, we need great computers right now. We rely on them. This is a extraordinary value, but at any price, it's just a great computer. In fact, like Leslie said from the beginning, this is a bunch of #1. So let me spend a minute, if I may, Thank you for welcoming us into your home, from my living room to your living room. Really, genuinely, thanks for having us. Let me tell you about some of the number ones. I'll start there, and then I'll get into the text and the specs and show you some things you don't expect. Like, for example, just a little preview.
Yes.
Backlit keyboard is built in. We'll get there. We'll get to the high definition webcam and all those fun things. But let's talk for a few minutes about the number ones. So it starts with the number one brand of computer in America. That is, you guessed it, HP. HP is the number one selling computer brand throughout our entire country. In addition to that, a little sort of inside information, HP is also the number one selling brand, period, at HSN. So all the great things we sell, all the great beauty products, all the great fitness products, all the great fashion, all the great jewelry, all the great kitchen, we sell more HP than any other brand. They are our number one selling brand. The reason I bring this up is that's why we can do things like include a full year of accidental damage protection. Leslie was talking about, that's her little crutch. So if she breaks the computer, or one of her boys breaks the computer, right?
Mommy needs ice cream.
Crutches, right? Mommy needs ice cream. Amen. Whatever your crutch is, you know, it's just nice to know, right? If you accidentally drop the computer, if the kids are using, if it gets damaged in any way, you don't go, oh, I got to come up with another $500 for a new computer. That's not the case. They will replace or repair the computer at zero cost for an entire year. And the reason we're able to do things like that is because HSN is HP is the number one selling brand here at HSN. So they do things for us they don't do for anyone else. Also include a full year of HP SmartFriend. Any question you have for a full year, how to hook up your Wi-Fi, how to connect to your printer, how to use Bluetooth, how to, you name it, they're there to help you. So that's the first number one, HP. The next number one, you see this little blue sticker right here? This is bum, 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 bum. Yeah, those guys, bum, 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 bum. Intel inside. Intel is the number one processor company in the world, in the entire world, in the entire globe, in the known universe. HP is the number one selling processor. That's extraordinary to think of, isn't it? You don't get to that spot by accident. You get to that spot by being the very best. A lot of tech people will only buy a processor or a computer if it has that blue sticker, that Intel sticker on it. This is the Intel Celeron processor, so it's value, it's versatility, we're live streaming here, as you can see. I'll even give you a preview of something that's coming up later. It's so fast that even when you're live streaming, if you close the computer and you open it again, the live streaming is still up there. You're never waiting on the computer. I'll talk more about Intel in a few minutes. The last one, sorry, this is an extended introduction, I know, but real quickly, the last number one, there's the number one computer company in America, the number one processor company in the world, and the number one operating system, of course, is
Windows.
This is even Windows 10. This is even Leslie. Well, you know a lot more than you let on. You're pretty good at this, Les.
I've learned from the best, Aaron. But the truth is that, you know, you can even talk to this, right? Because your Cortana is built in.
Yep. Yes,
I love that. Because if you don't know how to find something, a lot of times you can just talk to your computer and it'll find it for you.
Yeah, Cortana is built in. In fact, I'll show you guys just one or two things here that come along with kind of part of the Windows 10 system. So again, I'm streaming live here, right? Let's look at some other things. Bottom left-hand corner, there's the start button. If you have a Windows 8 computer, they took the start button away. The start button is back. A lot of us really appreciate that. We knew where it was. We were used to it. It's back. And it means all of your, some people call these live tiles. Some people call them apps. Some people call them programs, whatever you call them. They're all in one place. They're all really easy to see. And they're also really easy now to download because the Microsoft Store is at your fingertips as well. So here's the Microsoft Store where you can download gaming, you can download entertainment, you can download productivity apps, sort of like, you know how you do on your tablet and your phone, you know how easy it is to download the things you want. You just go to the App Store, right? This is basically Microsoft's answer to the App Store. The difference is you're downloading these on a powerhouse computer with 4 gigs of RAM. Your tablet probably has 1 gig of RAM. With a 256 gigabyte solid state drive, your tablet probably has 32 or maybe 64 gigabytes. So this is a true computer processor. The other, if you're using a tablet or you're using a phone, you should know those processors are built for tablets and for phones, which are just expected to do less work. So if you're on your device now and it's not keeping up, the screen's not big enough, it's slow, it takes a long time when you multitask, it's too heavy, it's too hot, even starting it just takes too long. Leslie, this is the computer that is an upgrade computer for everyone watching.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, an upgrade, because the truth is that how many times have you joked when you're on your computer and you're frustrated and you're like, this thing is supposed to make my life easier, right? And we are doing so much, Aaron, on our computers these days. First of all, a lot of us are seeing our families on the computer more than ever. I mean, this is how my sister, this is how they see the children, how we see and check in on my parents all the time. You know, you can see your parents, your sisters, your family face to face with your beautiful computer and your brilliant, gorgeous screen. It's that sweet spot of size. It's not that big, giant computer that's clunky and cumbersome, and it's not tiny either. It is that sweet spot and the most requested at that 15-inch. Remember, whether it's your doctor's appointments. My nanny had her appointment with her endocrinologist, and we both sat there and we're on the computer. It's your doctor's appointments, it's ordering food, it's doing projects, it's, scanning projects. I have to scan and send projects to the teachers at the school for the boys. We are doing and requiring and expecting so much more from our electronics. You need a machine that's gonna keep up, and nobody ever wants to buy, oh, I'd like the number 3 brand or the number 4 brand. I mean, you want the brand you trust, you recognize, and this has them all. That HP, Intel, Windows, it's all of it, and it's #1 here at HSN as well. So if you want this one today and you had to put this together, you'd be paying close to $800. So we're at a retail price of $723. Not here at HSN. Typically, we're still better than that at $589. Today, we're at a sale price that is a temporary markdown. Today, it's free shipping, and today, it's $3 a day for the next 5 months. Your time and your energy and your frustration, you are worth so much more. By the way, if you wanna use your HSN credit card at HSN, we've got that VIP financing for the charge card holders, and you can still get one if you don't have one, but you would be paying 12 months at $37.50. You'd only be paying $37 tonight, Aaron, which means that not only do you get yourself one, you might get your partner one, you might get your grandkid one. I mean, it is such an easy and affordable way to get this beloved laptop home. Remember, we've got the gold, we've got the silver is my most limited. We also have the rose gold. And do remember, you get that accidental control or accidental damage included. And by the way, no hidden fees, no deductibles on that. And you're getting your HP SmartFriend, which for me is everything.
Something extraordinary happened this year in the world of computers, and that was we went from thinking every household needs a great computer to knowing every person in every household needs their own great computer. There's just, there was obviously an extraordinary shift in the way that we've been living. And I think it really came clear to us this year that we have other devices, and other devices are great. But like you were saying, when it comes time for your kids to do their schoolwork, a computer is the only option. They've got to have a keyboard. They've got to have a big screen. You've got to have those things. And to a certain extent, the rest of the electronics in your house really depend on your computer. You use your computer, you sync most of the other electronics with your computer, right? You control your router, you control your Wi-Fi with your computer. That's always where you go when something's wrong or you need to fix something. So it's kind of the base of the electronics for your entire house. If you don't have a great computer, we have really very much created this one, curated it, if you will, to be here at the beginning of the year, a computer that fits 99.9% of people's needs. It's not a super expensive computer, but it is a super high performing computer. And to I guess even more sort of bolster its reputation, we've included the best brand, literally the best brands in the world. The #1 selling computer brand in America, that's HP. The #1 selling processor brand in the world, that's Intel. And the #1 selling operating system, of course, this is Windows 10, the latest version of Windows, built in. When you get home, it's ready to go. A couple of things I want to do for you. We're going to pop up the feature stills. We have 2 feature stills that are going to pop up right over here. I want to talk through those for a minute, just so I've mentioned all of the key features. And then after that, I want to spend a few minutes talking about the solid-state drive. That's really the latest and greatest technology in storage. And that's so important because it's important for the lightness, for the speed, and for how quiet your computer is. Okay, the features. The size of the screen, as Leslie said, it's the #1 screen size in America as well. It's kind of the not too big, not too small, Goldilocks size. The keyboard is a backlit keyboard. So watch what happens when I press F5. And what happens if you get your computer home and you go, I forget which button he said to turn the keyboard on. You have a 1-800 number to call. Remember, you have HP SmartFriend for a full year. So you don't have to write this down. Yeah, this is a great reminder. This comes with a full year on the right side. HP SmartFriend, any question you have about virus removal, Wi-Fi connection, general how-tos and tips, how to turn your backlit keyboard on. You also have a full year of accidental damage protection. So if you drop your computer, crack the screen, crack a hinge, anything happens to it, spill on the computer, no problem. 15-inch screen, backlit keyboard, just press F5. You see that? Oh, it's so great. If you don't have, obviously I have a bajillion lights on in here, but that's not how I like to spend my evenings. I like them to be really low key and really turn the lights down. I love having the backlit keyboard. True Vision HP webcam for webcamming with all your loved ones, Skype and Zoom and all that stuff. Do you guys know what HP Fast Charge means? It means that your computer charges to 50% full. So that's almost 6 hours, because this is an 11-hour and 45-minute battery life. It charges half full in only 45 minutes. So that's nice. You don't have to wait for it to charge. We'll flip to the next. We've got one more feature still to show you. It's going to talk about 4 gigs of RAM built in. RAM is really important. That's the first thing there. RAM is really important for your computer speed when it's multitasking. I'll show you again if you're just joining us. I have hsn.com. I'm streaming on hsn.com. Also, we can go right to Facebook, and you can see there's no waiting, no pausing, no hesitating. Boom, right into Facebook. I've got the Microsoft Store open. I've got Netflix open. I've got PowerPoint open, and you can see nothing's pausing. It's all boom right away. We can thank the RAM for that. Also, if your computer is slow online, even if you have really quick, you pay for upgraded internet service, if your computer's slow, there's a good chance you don't have enough RAM. This RAM will help your computer to be faster online. 256 gigabyte solid state drive. I'm just going to hold on that. Because I'm going to spend a good minute talking about that in a sec. Intel Celeron processor, #1 processor company in the world. Intel ultra high definition graphics.
Nice.
Whether you're playing games, or watching your favorite shows, Leslie, that is one of the big things. And then Windows 10 Home, we've talked about a lot. Leslie loves Cortana because you can ask your computer questions. I love that too. I really love that the Windows Store is built in, so it's easy to get to any of the programs or apps that you need.
Yep. And at the end of the day, they packed it into that ultra slim, less than 4-pound body. I mean, it's just a treat to hold, and whether this is gonna be the home computer and you leave it in one place, right? It's still a laptop. So I love curling up on the couch with it. I love sitting on the sofa while the kids watch their cartoons or their movies. I get my work done. $90 will get it home tonight. If you want it, we are busy. $90 gets it home. And that's a lot of times the reason so many of you count on us for these award-winning brands. You come to HSN first because you get to break it down into monthly payments. So, it's $3 a day for the next 5 months. It's like a small cup of coffee that you're buying anyway at that coffee place. $3 a day for a brand new computer that you're not gonna be frustrated with, that's gonna keep up with all the stuff we're doing these days. It's a new world. And let me tell you, experts say, Aaron, and you're out there and keeping up with what's going on more than me, that a lot of things will not go back to the way they were. Yeah. We will continue doing more than we ever did. And you need a reliable computer. This is it. It's reliable. It's the #1s in there. It is also the good price point. If you were piecing this together, you'd be at almost $750. Tonight we're at $449 and change. And the fact that I can break it down into monthly payments means I can get it now, because now is when I need it. So final 3 colors available for you. We've got it in that gold. Here's your silver. That has been my most limited. I also have it in the rose gold. Remember, not only are you getting 1 year of HP SmartFriend, and that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have questions, if you need help, they are there to guide you. And then you're also getting the year of accidental damage, and there's no hidden fees in there. What you see is what you get. There are no deductibles in there. So that's really nice. And Aaron, we didn't stop there because we kind of gloss over. We send you this deluxe voucher. So you're also getting bigger brains. Isn't that the one where it's like a new class or course that you can take like out of thousands, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The nerd in me loves that one. That's a $30 value. Hotspot Shield for a year. So safer experience when you're online or browsing or you're on strange Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's 1 year. Maelstrom, you're also getting Meal Easy, a 1-year service, because I'm so sick and tired of eating the same thing. I've been eating it for 10 months. So if you're in a, recipe, just have no more inspiration in the kitchen to cook anymore, we're gonna help you with that. And then Ribbit, I have no idea what that is, but you do get 3 months of it.
Yeah, so we include great software, great additional software to get you started. But the biggest things, like Leslie said, are certainly the accidental damage protection. If you drop your computer, spill on your computer, break a hinge, any of those kind of things, they will replace or repair your computer for a full year for free. And then the HP SmartFriend, any question you have about your computer for a year. That's big question, little question. There's oftentimes where I think, well, I have a question. I mean, I spend my whole day troubleshooting electronics, preparing electronics for airing, et cetera. At the end of the day, if I have a question, I can usually figure it out on my own, but gosh, it's just easier to call an 800 number sometimes and just get it knocked out real fast, take all the frustration and the panic away. Speaking of panic, we have only 3 minutes left, and I haven't talked to you guys about solid state drive yet, so I need to do my job and talk to you about the solid state drive. Let me explain it first, and then we have a little video we'll show. If you read our description over here, it says 256GB SSD. That stands for solid state drive. So it's a solid state drive as opposed to an HDD, hard disk drive. If you were buying a hard disk drive computer, then inside the computer, there would be a storage unit that actually moved. So it basically has to fight inertia because it comes to a full stop. And then when you store something or you retrieve something or you're searching for something, it's spinning. And when it spins, it creates motion. Motion creates heat. So then you have to have a fan in there to cool it down. So that's why your computer makes a lot of noise and runs out of battery fast, et cetera. That's gone. That's the old school technology. The new school technology is a solid state drive where actually nothing moves. It's electrical bits of information, basically, that are stored and kept and that are lightning fast. We have a video that we'll show you now. These are the advantages of having the newest, latest solid state drive, which is what you have over the old school hard disk drive. It's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. Faster boot up. Your applications load more quickly. You have a better battery life, 11 hours and 45 minutes. It's lighter and quieter. It only weighs 3.75 pounds. I mean, it's just extraordinary. And what you're seeing, the comparison here on the left-hand side of the screen, see how much more quickly programs are opening, and how much more quickly it turns on and turns off for that matter. That also is thanks to the solid state drive. And I can give you just a quick demonstration of that. We're live streaming HSN. You could be live streaming Netflix or Hulu or Prime or HBO Max or whatever it is you're streaming. Doesn't matter. We just have the rights to stream HSN, so we can stream it all the time. Even when you're live streaming, you probably know this. If you go to your computer now and it's a hard disk drive computer and you close your computer, I'll bet you the streaming goes away and it probably takes a couple minutes to get it up and streaming again. That's because the drive has to engage, it has to start, the fan has to start, all those kind of things. That's all gone. So what you get is a lighter, quieter, faster computer. And, Leslie, you were speaking a few minutes ago about how computers aren't going anywhere. Hopefully our world is moving into a better place. We're going to be able to be out and about again and all those things. Computers obviously have not only become a more important part of our lives in the past few months. In many ways, we think that will stay. My best advice as an electronics contributor is buy the best computer you can buy and buy the latest technology.